is the new journalist? Is it the trained journalist? Is it the person who's been inside of the news organization and made those dues? Or is it the blogger, the citizen journalist?
People, when I speak at conferences or whatever, particularly at universities, they come to me and say, okay, if you were starting over in your early 20s, you know, what would you do? And what I would do, unlike what I did, which is when I left university, when I graduated from university, I went to the Montreal Star. I went to a conventional news organization and spent most of my working life in that context. I wouldn't do that now. What I would do is I would get some equipment. I would, you know, go abroad, go to Africa, go to Latin America, make connections with various news outlets that right now, because of the cutbacks of foreign bureaus, are desperate for stringers and freelancers, you know. So I think there is a blend between the two. I think both enrich the media environment. I think that there are also weaknesses on both sides. So I don't think the perfect journalist anymore can be identified in either camp, but I think both camps, you know, working together can produce, you know, better journalism than I think we've had up to now. I think if you have in the mainstream media professional trained journalists, you got then to ask the question, well, what is their training? And I think the training of a good journalist is to be as detached as they can be able to process a multitude of sources and to, in a fair kind of comprehensive way, provide their audience with a sense of what are the key elements they should understand. I think there's always a need for that, you know, not so much a gatekeeper, i.e. preventing a lot of things sliding through the gate, but being somewhat selective, but in a very kind of open-minded way. And I think in that sense, I think they work in tandem with social media, in tandem with bloggers, in tandem with users. You know, I am an incredible optimist about the future, both for the media and for the audiences of that media, but also for people who want to be part of the media, whether it's in the conventional, as journalists in a conventional news organizations, or more informally in different kind of blogging contexts. I mean, I think that the doom and gloom that one often hears is, well, number one, I think that a lot of news organizations outside of North America are doing far better kind of per capita, so to speak, than they are inside North America. In other words, it's not true to say that the media business worldwide is in trouble. It's in trouble in certain parts of North America, certain sectors. I think there's certain kind of structural business reasons for that, but I think in terms of, if I were a journalist in my early 20s, or aspiring to be a journalist at university, I would feel as optimistic and as excited about what's ahead as I did when I was in university about to become a journalist. I mean, I don't think there really is, although things are incredibly uncertain, probably far more than perhaps they were at an equivalent time in my kind of post-university period. I think that can all be kind of turned for the better, you know. So I think it's a great period for people in general in terms of the use of technology and how they impact on media. But I think it's also an exciting time for young people who want to take advantage and use that media in some sort of kind of public service way.